So as President Rick said, we will be updating you on the eviction moratorium. As some of you may have heard, that has been extended. And it's been extended because yesterday, Assembly Bill 832 was signed into law. So the extension goes all the way to September or the end of September 2021. So why is it that they wanted to extend this? In a nutshell, folks, is the disbursement of the funds or the aid that the state has received from the federal government. Basically, they have failed in dispersing it in a timely manner. I'll give you an example. According to LA Times, there are about 760,000 tenants that have fallen behind in paying their rent to the sum of $4,700 or about $5,000 per tenant. That's about $3.5 billion total. And so far, the state has only been able to manage, and the jurisdictions that were tasked with the effort, they've only been able to manage dispersing somewhere close to about maybe $75 million. I mean, that's abysmal. And we talked about this last time when LA County was increasing or extending its moratorium. Of course, the second reason is the unemployment. The unemployment numbers, especially in LA County, it trails way, way behind the national level as well. So these are the two reasons why this is being done. But the most important one is they want to have additional time so they can disperse these funds to not only the mom and pop landlords, but also to the tenants. So what does it entail, this AB 832? First and foremost, it prohibits cities and jurisdictions to come up with new moratoria. In other words, the city of Glendale is not going to be able to, in the next 3 months, come out and say, you know what, we want more stricter moratorium. We want this and that. Basically, the state wants to take the helm at their hand, and basically they want to have consistency all across the state of California. So no city, no jurisdiction can add to the moratorium, make it more stricter or what have you. Second, the extension, this 3-month extension, will allow the tenants to pay that 25% that they're supposed to and provide that C-19 or COVID-19 declaration. Remember, this debt doesn't go away. They would have about 6 months after the emergency orders have been lifted to pay for the debt. But the way it looks, if you remember, we talked about it, 80% of that money was being paid by aid through the federal government, and now the other 20% is going to be covered through AB 820, whatever the number was, right? Also, you have to understand that the landlords could and should, as a matter of fact, start eviction beginning October 1st. However, they have to first apply for the aid, and they have to make sure that they will wait at least 20 days from the application for the aid for them or the tenant. And if they do not receive the sum within 20 days from October 1st, then they can start applying for the eviction. So what's going on in Glendale? Let me give you an update as far as Glendale is concerned. Last night, the city council extended the commercial moratorium in the city of Glendale to the same date, which is September 30th, 2021. They didn't have to extend the residential moratorium because A, Los Angeles County had already done that the week before, and B, now it's a state law. I have to tell you, in a long time, especially after the opening of the economy and so forth on the 15th, I am of the opinion that there is light at the end of the tunnel. And I truly believe that. However, our state legislators, our jurisdictions that are dispersing these funds have to be very, very careful. Because if they do not disperse the funds in a timely manner, what will happen is that that light at the end of the tunnel could very easily turn into the headlights of an oncoming freight liner. And that's not going to be good for the state of California. With that, President Rick, that concludes my presentation. I can